The light's gonna go in and out, just to let you know. But how's everybody doing? It's Darren, Spoon River Bend Acres, and we are down here getting some maple stuff done. It's been extremely cold, as you can see by the river. It's pretty much all froze up except for just a little bit up there. So we finally got a decent day down here. Flip it around. I don't know how well you're going to be able to even see some of this, but we're going to give it a shot. So we're actually down here where we call our willows. Obviously there's not many willows down here anymore, but there used to be. So we've got, I don't know, a couple weeks ago when it was decent out, I came out and ran. I just wanted to run line just to see where exactly we needed to run them and see what our drop was. This area in here is very level, let's say. So after I ran this main or tubing around these trees, the ones I wanted to do, I found out that we don't have hardly any fall. So we're going to actually come in here because this one was going to go all the way around. It was going to pick up, I think this one was going to have like 15 on it or so. And as you can see, we're pretty low. You know, we're clear down here. And we're going to actually be using 55 gallon drums. That's what my dad's actually heading about 2.5 hours away right now to go get a whole bunch of them. We found some on Facebook, so he's heading to do that. I told him I'd come down here. We get started on putting all of our tees in, figuring out, you know, how many taps, all that stuff. But as you can see, like where we were going to finish at over here, it's only like a couple feet off the ground. So my thinking is we'll cut this one kind of in half. We'll use this tree here probably for our anchor tree, and we'll just go ahead and bring these taps over here around, and we'll just bring that all to this one here. But we ended up getting the line viper. I did a whole bunch at the other side of the farm, and we'll go look at those as well. But I'm going to get started cutting away and start splicing pieces in, and I'll show you what it looks like. This is the line viper that I was talking about that we ended up getting because my hands were starting to hurt. I just got a hot cup of water here is all we're using. Just let it sit in there for a few seconds. Get your fitting how you want it. Kind of line it up with the previous one. All that I'm doing. And this line viper, if you buy one, you'll notice it's not overly hard to run it. You just want that tubing in a little bit, and you're just going to squeeze. And then when you pull back, it's just going to slowly keep shoving it on. You just want to take a little bit at a time, and then it'll seat all the way on. Then you'll just do the same with the other side. Warm up that water a little bit. And I looked at all the different people, you know, build your own, make your own. At the end of the day, time you want to try to build one, my dad and I were both kind of at the same agreement that it would be just as easy just to buy this unit itself and be done with it. So this is kind of what we ended up doing. There you go. That one's done and completed. On to the next one. So we're down here at our Willow location, and I just want to give you guys a quick walk through it. We ended up getting it done yesterday. My phone actually died on me, so I ran out. I would have had all this yesterday, but as you can see, we got quite a few of the lines on. I think we're missing like 7. We've got a few here. Still have to get hooked up. We're not drilling any taps in. These are all just on and ready to go. This is the first time we've done this part of pulling line and all that. So it's kind of a learning curve, and we're learning. So we actually got everything kind of set up to drop in. We're going to use 55-gallon barrels this year instead of just milk jugs and 5-gallon buckets. So you can see we got lines kind of all over, but all of these lines, we're going to have 2 locations here. Like this one here, we got these 3 trees. We'll run over here, run downhill. We kind of have a nice little low spot in here, so all these lines can all drain. These 2 sets of lines over here will drain to one 55-gallon drum here. And those lines, they'll all drain right here. We'll build a platform to put a 55-gallon drum on. And then these take off and go up and hook up to all these big silver maples here. So down here from, you can kind of see where this one takes off and comes around. But so we'll have a drop point over there with those lines, and then we'll have a drop point over here with these lines. Switch around here. There we go. So with all these lines down here, we got all these set up yesterday, and I think there's 43 taps that are going to be down here at our willow location. That's what we call it, the willows. It used to be full of willow trees. It isn't anymore. Obviously it's full of silver maples. So with that, it's kind of where we're at right now. We're going to head up today to a different location. We got this one all set up. We got our maple stand all set up. It's ready to go. And yesterday my dad went and we picked up 12 55-gallon food grade drums. We got to get those cleaned out, but that's our goal this year, is like all these spots we're going to have a drop point for 55 gallons. I'm going to try not to go over, I don't want to go over like 30 taps for one of those 55 gallons, or else we're going to have to dump it twice a day. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're trying to keep it down to like that 20, 25 tap range, you know, in case we hit a really good time where everything drops 2 gallons per tap. So that way we got enough storage. So it's kind of where we're at right now. So everyone, hope you enjoy the video. Go down, hit that subscribe button, and like our video.